Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen Sugar. So today I have a reading that looks into the different channel love messages from your person. So we're going to look through different decks. So we're going to start off with the Divine Love Notes. We're going to go into the Taste of Honey by Divine Pearls Medium, and then we're going to also get some cards from the Sparkles of Love deck as well too. And then at the very end I'll grab a couple of the Melanin and Romance Oracle cards to get like some final messages from this person. So take a moment to just like clear your mind, clear your energy, and just take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out, and allow the energy of your person to guide you to the pile or piles that best represent the messages for you. Pile number 1 is the I love you card. Pile number 2 is the Cloud 9 card, and then pile number 3 is the vulnerability card. Once you have selected your pile, feel free to click the timestamp below to watch your portion of the video. As always, I appreciate the love and the support, and I hope you all enjoy. Best wishes. Hi, Piled One. This will be for those that selected the I love you card. So the message on your card is, love is a powerful feeling. When we truly experience the actions of someone that truly loves us, it is magical. So right off the bat, this person definitely loves you, and there's no denying it. There's no need to ever question it, ever doubt it, because it's very clear that this person loves you. So we're going to start off getting some love messages from my original version 1 love messages deck, and then we'll get some from the Taste of Honey and then the Sparkles of Love. So let's see what messages your person has for you at this time. We have thank you for loving me. So this person wants to thank you for loving them. Thank you for choosing to love them. Love is a choice also. You can love people naturally and just, organically, but you also choose to love them too, in a sense. Let's see what else we get. We have my mind and heart always come back to you. So the love that you two share reminds them of why, they do what they do in life in terms of pushing through the obstacles, going after their dreams. And regardless of where that takes them, their mind and their heart will always come back to you. You're always led to each other, basically. So if there's ever a time where you're like, we have spent some time apart, we haven't talked recently, it's like you always will be in communication with each other. Okay, next we're going to use the Taste of Honey love messages from your sweetheart. All the deck info is linked in the description box. All right, what messages do we have here from your person? All right, so we have wants to get matching tattoos. So this person might actually have tattoos, or you have tattoos, or maybe you both don't have tattoos, but the idea is like, let's get something that matches, that symbolizes our love, that we know is connected to us and our connection. And next we have your vibe matches my vibe. So we have 2 cards here talking about matching. So definitely, mirrored souls, divine flame, divine counterparts energies, even twin flame energies here too, just because of that matching energy. I think that's really great though, because it shows that as you're feeling one way, they're going to match it, or if they're feeling one way, you're going to match it. So that gives you like an indicator of like how things can be going sometimes with that person, based on like how you're feeling, how they're feeling, or like the work that you do, they'll end up doing it as well too. We have, I understand how special you are, and I will do my best to show my appreciation. So this person definitely is in this spirit and energy of wanting to just, show how much they love you, how much they appreciate you. We have the thank you for loving me. We have the I love you. These reminders like, hey, you are someone special to me. Let's see what else we get. All right, we have, I'm working on letting my guard down. So this person may have been guarded in the past, or at the very beginning when you first met, or even now still, but they're working towards letting that go because they know that you are someone that they can trust, someone that they can love and be comfortable with, be vulnerable with. And sometimes that comes with time. Like, that's not always a given, right? Especially if you have been scarred and dealt with people who, betrayed your trust. Like, it takes time. We have, I daydream about being intimate with you. So in addition to this person loving you, they also dream of you, sexually. There's physical attraction here. There's also this desire to like be connected with you. I'm hearing like Kundalini awakening too for some of you that may just now start experiencing that or will start to experience it. We have, I look forward to spending my life with you. So this person definitely sees you as someone that's very valuable, someone that they can, build a future with, grow a family with, have a legacy, create a legacy, build generational wealth. They see a future. They may have not saw that before in the beginning. Maybe like they said, they had their guard down, or they had their guard up, and now they're letting it down. So they're starting to see the beauty and the value of you in their life and how much you matter to them, how much you mean to them. All right, let's get some more. Me and you is my favorite time, or me and you time is my favorite time. So they really enjoy spending time with you. Talking to you, connecting with you spiritually in the dream world. I get that some of you might actually only connect with this person in like dreams or, in the spiritual sense, because maybe you haven't had the chance to really meet with them in person just yet, or, spend a lot of quality time together. But it's definitely a vibe. So we have, your kisses are like honey. So that's very befitting with the theme of the deck being called Taste of Honey. So your kisses, are, enjoyable, pleasurable. They miss kissing like your juicy lips. They miss just kissing you. Next is, I've been letting go of what is no longer positive in my life, which is really good. So that shows us like, maybe that's allowing them to let their guard down because they're letting go of the toxic people or the toxic energies, behaviors, the patterns that they may have before in the past. We have, our friendship makes this connection solid. So some of you may have already started off as friends, and maybe, it was very casual, just like a traditional friendship, and then over time feelings started to develop and grow, which allowed the connection to kind of take another turn into a more romantic sense. Let's get a couple more, and then we'll get some sparkles of love and love notes. We have, take a moment to breathe. Things really are working out. So this is just a reminder from your person, knowing that things are going to work out in your favor. It might seem like things are moving a little bit slow, or there's no progress at all, but they're definitely working out. And let's get one more. We are our own couple goals. So like sometimes when you're on social media, you hear people say like, oh my gosh, like the celebrity couples, couple goals, or random people are couple goals. And the idea is that you all are your own couple goals. Like, you never know what's happening behind closed doors, but knowing that this connection is couple goals for us. Like, this is what we want. This is, this is our love story, basically. So now I'm going to kind of scoot these over, actually, so we can get some sparkles of love notes. Make some room. But very beautiful energy from the card so far, and your person. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. We have, I could sit and talk to you for hours. So this person, like, they enjoy spending time with you. They enjoy talking to you. They just enjoy your energy. You would probably feel the same way about them too. Like, you just get lost in the conversation. We have, thank you for being patient with me. So in addition to thank you to loving me, thank you for being patient with me. There's definitely some time a timing issue in a sense. I won't even say it's an issue, more to say, because I feel like everything happens when it's supposed to. But like it might feel like there's a delay or there's not like a lot of movement, but they're saying thank you for it. We have, I am an idiot for losing you. Why did I let you go? So maybe, you know, some of you may have experience where this person just kind of fell off the face of the earth, or sorry about that. They fell off the face of the earth, and, you know, it kind of like allowed this connection to just be on the back burner for a little bit. But also some of you may have like walked away because of their guard that they held up, that they had, you know, up. And that is what kind of pushed you away. And so they're like, why am I an idiot for like, you know, I'm an idiot for letting you go. I'm an idiot for putting up this guard when I know that you're a real genuine person. You're a loving person. You're a caring person. You know, you're not a bad person overall. So they're definitely in this space of just like, you know, kind of being regretting that. We have, are you still in love with me? Do I still have another chance with you? So because of that energy of like, you know, why did I let you go? I'm an idiot. Like, is there another chance with you? Do you still love me? Because I still love you, you know, and I would love to work things out. For this is for some of you that might be in that space with that person. And then also too, this could be for those that maybe that person just never made a move and you moved on, or you just thought like, oh, they don't really like me like that, especially if you all were just friends first. And then over time, the feelings develop and they're like, okay, you know what? Let us be honest with what we're really feeling. All right. We have, I can still feel your energy surrounding me. So you may have this very light, warm energy where they can just feel it. You know, when they're worried about something, when they're nervous, when they're scared, they feel your energy and you kind of like soothe them. But also too, they could soothe your energy at times. Like you could be nervous about something and then you just like feel a warm embrace from them. Let's get a couple more and then we'll be done. We have, look at that, I want to apologize to you. So this person is definitely taking accountability. You know, they're being honest of where they may have fell short in this connection. They're being honest with themselves and just like, you know, being clear about, hey, this is what the problem was with me, and now I'm ready to, you know, be accountable, but also to just grow up. Because sometimes too, you have folks that just really sit in their sorrow, sit in their pain, sit in their trauma, and they just want to continue to blame the world. But it's like at some point you just have to push through that, heal from it, and just continue to be the best version of yourself, you know, regardless of how long that takes. But just actively do that, actively heal. All right, let's get one more. All right, we have I'm keeping an eye on you by watching your social media. So this person could be watching your Instagram, your Snapchats, your Facebook. And if you don't have a social media account, you know, they could just be, their energy is like wondering what you're up to. And let's say your social media is private. You're like, oh, well, my accounts are private. How could they see it? Sometimes folks create fake accounts. Sometimes folks just have a way to kind of look at people's accounts without the other person knowing, in a sense. So don't think about it too hard, but just know that there definitely is an energy here where this person to try to like see what you're up to. Okay. So those are the love notes. So let's get a couple of my melanin romance cards and then we'll be done. Any other messages from this person? So we have divine feminine. So some of you are definitely stepping into your divine feminine energy, but also too, there's like this balance of feminine and masculine energy within you both. So we embody both energies, but the idea is that as we balance them, we're able to really come together with our people within our lives that are meant to be part of our soul tribe. And speaking of soul tribe, we have soulmate, which is love as well too. So yeah, you definitely are soulmates, divine counterparts, special to each other. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed your reading, these love messages from this person. Definitely take a picture, screenshot them. That way you can like look back at these later on if you're ever thinking about them and wondering what they want to say to you. And best wishes. Hey, pal two. So this will be for those that selected the Cloud 9 card. So this is one of my favorite images from the movie Love and Basketball. And so this card talks about, this connection feels like a dream come true. The euphoria of love will fuel this bond further as feelings deepen and love continues to grow. So I'm picking up an energy with this pile that some of you, either you felt like you just never saw it coming with this person in terms of like the feelings that are developing and growing, or they may have felt that way about you. So like kind of like starting off as friends and then moving forward to like growing romantic feelings for one another. So I'm getting that energy for just like some of you, not all of you. And then also to like being with this person feels like you're on cloud nine, and they feel that same way about you too. So let's get some cards from my Divine Love Notes, the original first edition, and then we'll get some cards from the Taste of Honey, and then also the Sparkles of Love. We have, I'm in a better headspace now. So maybe this person was dealing with a lot mentally, maybe financially or emotionally. And so things are slowly starting to change for this person. We just ended Mercury retrograde at the time of me filming this video. So there might be, of course, this reading is timeless, but there might have been a really hard Mercury retrograde for this person, or a full moon energy for this person, but also too just like life kind of hitting them a little bit hard. I'm hearing for some of folks that their Saturn return was definitely intense. This is like for a small amount of you. Let's get another one. We have, you and I will always meet somewhere in between. So like regardless of where things go, at times you will always find a common ground. You will always come back to each other. You will always find a way to each other. And it's just letting you know that the path that you all are on is destined for you all to reunite. All right, so now let's get some Taste of Honey cards. I just love the way these shuffle. All right. 2 cards. So we have, let's build a legacy together. So this person sees you as someone that they can, build a future with. If you were to have kids together, like you can create something that you pass down to your kids, to your grandkids, leaving something to the family. And then we have Fly Away With Me. I love that. So this person sees you as someone they can run away with. When things get tough in the world, they just want to escape with you. It's like both of you are each other's getaway, and not like in a dependent type of way, but more so like you are peace, Let's see what else we get. All right, we have, I'll always protect you, sweetheart. So this person wants you to know you are always, protected with their energy. And notice like how he has his arms wrapped around her and she's like looking up at him. Like he is literally holding her. And I can't remember the exact words that he said in the movie during this time, but he says something like, you were always either someone real or someone special to me. Like just showing and telling her like, hey, like you really matter to me, And sometimes we can take things for granted, but the idea is that this person recognizes your beauty, your value, and that they will always protect you regardless of where things go between you two. So if you're just friends for a while, or if you date, if you're in a relationship, they're going to protect you. Even spiritually, they protect you. All right, next. Okay, we got a lot of cards that came out. Let's see if Spirit wants me to take them all right now. All right, we're going to take them. We have, your heart is safe with me. Wow. We literally just got, I'll always protect you. See, this person they might be a spirit guide for you. Like they are definitely one of your spirit guides, because even with the Fly Away With Me, it's like giving me spirit guide vibes. They're watching over you. They're making sure that you're good, that you're out of harm's way. They might clear your path sometimes just to protect you a little bit more, which is great. Next we have is, tell me your love languages. Let me love you the way that you want to be loved. So if you haven't already with this person, definitely connect and talk about love languages. I think that is helpful and significant when it comes to connections, because if someone is a person that really loves physical touch and you're a person that loves acts of service, to that person, if you're not hugging them, if you're not on them physically a lot, they might not feel like you love them. And like if they're not doing a lot of things that are helpful to you, you might not feel like they love you. So the idea when you communicate these love languages, you're able to understand like, how does this person want to be loved, how do they need to be loved as well too, are important. And of course there are 5 love languages: physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, what is the other one? Acts of service, and then quality time. And so the idea is that, yes, those are the categories, but of course you can add additional love languages. Like if your love language is consistency, right? It might not necessarily fit in one of those buckets, but the idea is that, you could say probably like acts of service. Like you could probably categorize it in a sense, but don't limit yourself to just those 5 if you feel like there is something that's really important to you that might not be touched on under those categories. And then we have, I have a gift for you. I can't wait for you to see it. Wow. So remember how I said gifts are one of the love languages. So this person might either have gifts as a love language, meaning they enjoy giving gifts to you, or that could be one of your love languages. Next we have, I trust you with my heart. I love that. They definitely feel comfortable and safe with you. Like they know that you are someone that they can be vulnerable with, someone that they can open up to and talk about things with. All right, let's get some more. All right, we just got stuff flipping out. All right. So we have, treat yourself to something nice today. You deserve it. So this person definitely gives me the vibe that they just love showering you with gifts. And if they haven't in the past, they're definitely in that space now. Maybe financially they weren't able to do that, but now they're able to do it. And so I feel like they are just appreciative of the love that you give them, the love that you share with them, how you are, just who you are. And they want to show you and shower you with so much love and admiration is what I'm picking up from this person. Next is, our roots run deep and this will help us grow tall. So I feel like I said, some of you might be friends, had a friendship, and that is where, things kind of took off. And then that's allowing the roots of this connection to still keep everything solid, keep everything grounded. And then it's like blossoming into something romantic. And then also too, some of you are just connected in past lives. And so that those roots are allowing you to be together in this lifetime. And then we have, I'm ready now. Let's make magic. Beautiful. Like I said, this person may have not been ready financially, emotionally, physically, ready to do a lot, give a lot, and now they're in that space where they can handle it and they're not afraid to do so. Let's get one more Taste the Honey card, and then we'll get some of my Sparkles of Love cards. And I'll have all the deck information in the description box if you're interested in any of these decks. Thank you for helping me find my voice. So maybe you were a person that told them like, hey, you don't want to be with in this job anymore. Like, leave. You don't want to, deal with this type of person anymore and get out of that situation. And so you allow them to find their voice. You allow them to give them the space to kind of like figure things out. And sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to give people the space to figure things out on their own, right? We don't want to always be like, hey, this is what you need to do, and they go do it, because then it's like, if you don't tell them what to do, will they ever do it? So the idea is that they come up with the decisions on themselves, and then they they take the action and, move forward with it, because they were the ones that can see the vision, the clear vision, so to speak. All right, so now let's get some Sparkles of Love. I feel like Taste the Honey wants more cards because they keep like sliding over. So maybe there's some more cards that we have to get from them. Oh, wow. So we have, our friendship makes this connection solid. And I literally just said that with that Roots card, how I said some of you may have already been friends, and that's what's kind of the foundation of this connection. And then I value this connection between us. So yeah, some of you definitely are friends with this person, and that is what has led you all to further your feelings for one another romantically, All right, so now let's get some Sparkles of Love. And it's funny because the cards are no longer moving around. We have your love feels like a warm hug for the heart. I love that. They love how you love. Your love is very inviting. It's very soothing. Next we have I want to see you again. So some of you may have not seen this person in a while, or maybe you've just recently saw them and they're like, I'm ready to see you again. I know it's been a day, but I'm ready to see you again. I missed you. I'm ready to spend some more time with you. All right, let's see what else we get. All right, we have I could sit and talk to you for hours. So this person just loves your company. They love your voice. They love the conversations that you all share with one another. And that's something that they're ready to just continue to do from time to time. We have thank you for being patient with me. So this person appreciates your patience. They appreciate you, I'm being understanding and knowing that, hey, it might take some time for me to, get my finances together to where I'm able to really commit to this and us and shower you with love and gifts a little bit more than what I want to. So thank you for being understanding, right? And sometimes too, it's like we can't force people to get it, right? So it's like, oh, I don't care about the money. I just want, their love. I just want their quality time, and that's great. But if that person doesn't feel like they have their ish together financially, that is going to dwell on them, and that's going to probably become a problem at some point. So it's better for them to figure their things out, get their stuff together financially, physically, emotionally, and all that and above. That way, when they come to you to this connection, they can give you the better side of them. You don't want the side of them where it's like, of course, you want to be able to see all different sides of them, but you don't want the side of them where it's like, mean and grouchy and, sad and down all the time. Like, you're going to experience it at some point, but you don't want it to where it becomes like you just start to be disgusted by the person. We have, of course, I love you. I will always love you. So if you ever wonder how they feel about you, they're letting you know. All right, let's get one more Sparkles of Love, and then I'll get 2 Melanin and Romance cards. And we'll be done with the reading. Okay, so we have 2 cards. 2 cards that came out. All right, so we have, there are nights where I sit and I think about you. I think about where we would have been had I been honest with you. So maybe this person, they were struggling financially. They were just struggling overall, but they weren't honest with it at first. And so when things got really bad, it was kind of hard for them to just, be clear with you about everything. And that's what made it difficult for them. And then we have, I feel you in my bones. They feel you all the time, nonstop. You might feel the same way about them. All right, let's get some Melanin and Romance cards, and then we'll be done with the reading. All right, what 2 final messages do we have for those that are watching this pile about them and their person? We have seduction. Ooh, so there might be some quality time together where you can be intimate with one another. And let's get one more. We have passion. Wow. So I'm getting the vibe the next time you all see each other, it's just on and popping. Like, the level of, chemistry that you all share with one another is real. But also, too, it's like, it's been overdue, past overdue. In a sense of like, you all being intimate with one another. So it would definitely be worth the wait. And I say, go for it, enjoy it, have fun. And even too, I feel you in my bones. Maybe those that have been intimate with this person before, they think about, the last time you all did it, the last time you all were intimate with one another, and they just can't get it off their mind. They keep replaying it over and over again. Okay, so I hope you all enjoy your reading. Feel free to thumbs up the video and check out other videos on my channel. I wish you the best. Hey, pal number 3. So this would be for those that selected the vulnerability card. So this pair, they're from All American Homecoming. It's a TV show on CW. And so the card here says, this emotional openness is essential in all healthy relationships as it paves the way for deeper understanding. So that is the value of being vulnerable with someone. You're able to truly show the different parts of you, parts of your soul, parts of your life in a sense. And so when both parties can be vulnerable, you're able to really understand each other on a deeper level and know how to best, love that person, communicate with that person, understanding their triggers and everything like that. So I feel like with this card being your card, it shows me that you two either have worked through being vulnerable with each other, so maybe that might have been an issue in the past, or you just instantly felt like you could be vulnerable with them and they can be vulnerable with you. So let's get some love notes from my Divine Love Notes original deck, and then we'll get some from the Taste of Honey, which is by Divine Pearls Medium, and then we'll get some from my Sparkles of Love Oracle or message deck too. All right, so we have You Are My Answered Prayer. So maybe both of you prayed for someone that you could be vulnerable with, someone that you can share your truths with and not be judged, not feel like you're being judged, not feel like, you're in this space where you can't be open in your authentic true self. This person feels that they are able to show up as themselves with you. They're not afraid to be a person that makes mistakes, but also they're not afraid to be a person that can learn and grow with you being a witness, right? Because sometimes people don't want folks to see them in their worst parts of them, like of their journey, but they feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you and tell you like, hey, this is what's happening within my life. This is not a great thing, and I'm struggling with it, like financially, blah blah blah, or like career wise or family wise, blah blah blah. But they can share their truth with you and you not judge them. Also too, with you being their answer prayer, this lets me know that you are someone that they thought was like a unicorn, in the sense of like, man, I don't think this type of person does exist, but you show them otherwise. All right, let's get another one. Oh no, we got 2 cards, so let's get one more. We just need one more card from this particular deck. And then 50,000 cards fall out. Okay, so maybe this person wants to share all of these cards, because all the other piles only got 2 cards from this deck. So maybe this person just has a lot to say, and this is the deck that they are allowed to really communicate those type of things with. So let me pause the video because one of the cards fell on the floor, and I'll come back. Alrighty, so we have way more than what we were expecting. So we're going to accept them all. So this was the card that fell on the floor, so I'll take this one first. So we have, you are everything that I could ever want or need. So that's how we know that you are their answer prayer, because they must have prayed about all the different things that they wanted and needed in a person. And here you are being that answer prayer. We have, you and I will always meet somewhere in between. So this is letting us know that regardless of how things go with you, there's always a common ground. They're going to find a common ground. You both will find a common ground so you can get back on the same page. But also you'll be led to each other again, regardless of how things are going in life. We have, like, for example, let's say one person gets a job from across the world. And then it's like, oh, wow, we're so far away. How will we ever be connected again? But it's like you find a way to be connected again. The sound of your voice lingers in my mind. So this person loves your voice, the sound of your voice. And just like the words that you may have said to them, encouraging wisdom. We have, it's something about the way you stare into my eyes. And it's so funny because in this card, they're, looking at each other's eyes and they're like smiling. So, I won't spoil in case people do want to watch the show, but they are friends, but there's obviously some chemistry between them. And then we have, I'm still healing. There is so much that I'm going through and have gone through. So I literally talked about this, earlier in the video, like how this person, they have gone through a lot and they may have been afraid to share that before, or, they feel comfortable enough to talk about the different difficulties that they've experienced and the hardships that they may be overcoming. And they feel safe enough to talk to you about that. And that's something this actual, when you think about this, if you're familiar with the storyline of these two, that is something that one of them is going through. They're going through a difficult time and it's very challenging, but they're there, as friends to support each other and help that person get through it. All right. So that is the Divine Love Notes. Let's get into the Taste of Honey. All the cards, all the decks will be linked in the description box below if you're interested in them. All right, we have, wow, thank you for being patient with me. So as they're figuring out healing, going through life, trying to figure out themselves, their next moves. They want to say, I appreciate you being patient with me. I know it's not always easy, especially when you want things when you want them, or like when you're ready for things to happen. It's like, what's the slow pace for? But it's like, it's all for a reason. All right, let's see what else we get. All right, we have, wow, I send you signs of my love when we're not together. So that kind of remind me of that example I gave for, like, you know, someone gets a job from across the world, but you all find a way back to each other. You find a way to connect again. So like both of you send signs to each other, whether it's via songs or dreams or something happening where you make sure that you can connect with each other at some way, at some point. Next we have here is I'm working on letting my guard down. So that could have been a thing, like I said, for some of you, vulnerability could have been an issue in the past, and so they're working through that. Or like, you know, whether it be for you or for them, someone is working down, letting their guard down, which is good because you're allowed to, you know, really be open with one another emotionally. And that's an intimate act. To be vulnerable is very intimate. You know, a lot of times we think like sex is the only way to be intimate with somebody. Being vulnerable is extremely intimate, because when you expose someone to your secrets or to your heart, to your triggers and stuff like that, that's an intimate act, because, you know, people can use that against you, right? So you take that risk, and it's a risk worth taking. You know, when you're intimate with someone physically, that's another risk as well. But also too, you know, there are people who can just like have sex, be intimate with somebody, and they just walk away and be fine. You know, of course there's soul ties, but the idea is that when you know, openly share parts of your soul, that is like a different level of vulnerability and intimacy. All right, let's see what else we get. We have, I admire how intuitive you are. So with the I send signs of my love when we're not together. So the fact that they admire your intuitiveness, it shows that's why they're sending you the signs, because they know you're going to receive it. They know you're going to understand it. You're going to process it, and you know it's coming from them, right? For example, we could keep hearing the exact same, like we can go into a store, different stores for an entire week, and every time you go into the store, the same song keeps playing, right? A lot of people will, you know, think over it like, oh, okay, that's the same song, whatever. But some people are like, wait a minute, this same song keeps playing every time I walk into a store for the past week. This must be coming from somebody. Somebody's sending me this message. So you can kind of pick up on that. We have, I'm ready now, let's make magic. So that person may have not been ready in the past, but now they're in the space where it's like, you know what? Let's try this. Let's do it again. You know, let's talk this through. You know, let's work this out, type of thing. All right, let's see what else we have. We have, our journey is unique. Don't compare it to anyone else. So that is very true. A lot of times, you know, we see folks on social media or in movies, and we're like, oh, wow, you know, they met in 3 months, or, you know, they met and then 3 months they, you know, were boyfriend and girlfriend, and then 6 months later they're engaged, and 3 months later they're married. And so like we might want to compare your story with other people's, but it's like, that's their story, right? Everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different, you know, timeline. So things may move faster for other folks, but you don't know what they've been through to get to that space. You don't know what they have to go through. Maybe that is not their happy ever after, or, you know, end all be all type of thing, right? So knowing that you are your own couple goals, there's actually a card in this deck, so it'll be funny if it does come out later, but knowing that, just appreciate the story that you have with your person. We have, I love your sense of humor. No one makes me laugh the way you do. So this person loves how, you know, when things might be rough, you're the one that makes them laugh. Maybe you send them funny memes or gifts or videos, TikToks and stuff like that, and you lighten up their day. You brighten up their day, basically. I'm hearing this person say like you are a fresh breath of fresh air, but also like a beacon of light too. We have, I am clear about what I want with you. So it's like they're setting their intentions now, like, hey, this is what I really want. I'm ready for the real thing. You know, I'm ready for us to get together, be together. I'm ready for us to make it official. I'm ready for us to start dating. I'm ready for us to take to the next level, whether that's moving in, whatever. You know, having a child together. I have a gift for you. I can't wait for you to see it. So it's so funny. I feel like one person, this person, you probably would know who you are in a sense, because you either are getting the hints about it or you're feeling it. But for that one person, I feel like that gift is a ring. It's a proposal. Now for the rest of those that are watching this video, I feel like the gift is just like a token of their appreciation, their token of their love for you. That's what I'm picking up. And I just heard the train horn. So that's definitely confirmation that there's one person at least getting proposed to. And then there's also the confirmation of like a token of love here. Let's get a couple more. We have me and you time is my favorite time. So that's their favorite pastime, spending time with you, holding you in their arms, talking to you, kissing you. And then we have, I will always protect you, sweetheart. So knowing that you're always in good hands with this person. Okay, now we're going to get some sparkles of love messages. Okay, so we have, I want to see you again. So if you haven't seen this person in a while, they're ready to see you again. But also, too, if you have seen them before or recently, it's like, okay, I'm ready to see you again. I know it's been a day. I know it's been 24 hours, but I'm ready to, you know, spend more time with you. We have, thank you for being patient with me. I feel like all the groups got this card. Something very similar to this card, I want to say. So that just shows like everybody is experiencing this appreciation of being patient, right? And it can be challenging when you want something, you're ready for something and it's not happening. It could be a downer, but it's like your patience is not going unnoticed. We have, my love for you will never end, to infinity and beyond. So this person loves you to infinity and beyond. There's no ending in terms of like how much they love you. We have, I feel like our souls were really meant for each other. Wow, that's beautiful. Like you're the answer prayer too, in a sense of like you are everything that I ever wanted, ever needed. Like you were created for me and they were created for you in a sense. We have, I want to kiss those juicy lips. I fantasize about them. So this person definitely is, you know, missing the physical intimacy and touch with you. All right, let's get a couple more and then I'll get some oracle cards from my Melanin and Romance deck. We have, I'm so attracted to you. You are the only one that catches my eye. Physical attraction here is strong. All right, let's get the last one. Oh, my spirit is happy because you touched my heart. That's so beautiful. You make them happy. I mean, of course, you know, they're learning to be happy by themselves, but it's like you just add to that happiness. Alrighty, let's get some oracle cards from the Melanin and Romance deck and we'll be done with our reading. I saw the engagement card at the bottom of the deck, so that's funny that, whoa, that came out. All right, let me start shuffling and getting focused on the energy. All right, what are the last two messages from this person? All right, they gave us three, so we'll take them. So we have past. So I feel like, was this the pile that I mentioned about, you know, just like the way that you two are connected? I don't know, but there's definitely this energy where you two were just meant to be together. Oh yeah, that's, where was it? Yeah, our souls are meant to be together. So like, you know, this energy of like a past lifetime, you know, always being connected. We have, wow, divine timing. So I think that was something else that I mentioned too. Like the timing, you know, is a little bit annoying sometimes when we're ready for something, but we don't have it in that exact moment. But it's like all working out in our favor eventually, and everything will work at the right time, work out on the right time. And then we have the divine masculine. Very interesting energies here. Spirit is telling me to tell you this. So for those that watch this pile, watch pile number 1. You know, you can watch all of it if you want to, but watch it for a little bit, because I feel like there's a the counterpart of the divine masculine is in pile number 1. And so it's kind of like meet me over there, meet me at pile number 1 too. So yeah, definitely check out pile number 1. But with the divine masculine energy, this shows me that, you know, in the past, they may have had to go through their skeletons in their closet and just really kind of work through some pain and some trauma and just some poor decisions of the past. And so during this time, there's healing, you know, there's accountability, there's recognition, there's, you know, appreciation, there's gratitude. All of these areas are being touched on, which is allowing this person to show up in a sense of being more divine, being ready, right, to create this magic, being ready to really give it their all, right, in terms of this connection, and also in terms of their life, right? So they're no longer treating things as like, you know, low priority. They're making things high priority now, like their well-being, their health, you know, their finances and all of that. So they're letting you know, like they're basically in a space where they're getting ready, if not already ready. So I wouldn't be surprised, especially for that person that will be getting proposed to. Like, you're gonna be so excited because you're like, wow, I really do see the growth of you, you know, through the years, over time. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed your reading. Feel free to pause the video, take a screenshot of everything, so you just have this in your archives and you can come back to whenever you're, you know, thinking of this person or wondering, you know, or trying to remind yourself of what they said. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Best wishes to everyone. Bye.